I ordered this circuit online. This is something that comes from China, and it's kind of a serious circuit because it takes 12 volts in on this side and puts out, depending on which taps you use, it puts out either 110 or 220 volts on this side. And when I got it, it was in kind of rough shape. First of all, I assume this is a MOSFET, and this is a MOSFET. I haven't looked them up yet, but they were smashed in against the transformer here, and this coil was smashed down and back into the coil, and you can see down here some of the windings have been bent up. That would be a lot better if this were sitting on silicone or if it was tight down against the board or something and these leads were tight, but this isn't really what bothered me. Let's look on the other side and we can see what's going on. Does anything catch your attention? I'll show you 2.5 things that bothered me. Let's zoom in and give you a better look. I was checking around on the bottom of the board as I've become accustomed to doing, because frankly I just don't trust these things. You see anything there that might bother you? We might make this 3.5. Anything in this area? Let's tilt it around a little bit and see if you can get different perspectives on what's going on. So the first thing is you may notice that, see that right there? See that dimple in there? Yeah, most of these are volcano shaped. They have nice curved sides. And this is a blob of solder with a dimple in it. Not a good sign. If we keep moving this way, we're going to see this one, and this is probably a cold solder joint. This is not only a dimple, but you can see the wire there, and the solder is actually being repelled, which is usually a sign of a dirty wire or bad solder job. It didn't get hot enough or something. Anyway, that's highly suspect. And then you can see this solder splash bridging these two tracings, and depending on how good the coating is, this may or may not arc across. So this solder joint and this solder joint need to be redone. This one is the half, and I say that because I can't see the wire poking through there. So like this one, okay, I'm happy with that. I can see the lead coming through there and some nice curved sides on it. But this is a resistor coming through there, and I can't tell, whether there's a good connection or not. I can't tell if the lead has been wetted. And so I'm going to go out and I am going to resolder some of these joints because, especially this one and this one, highly questionable, and this one is an unknown. So yeah, moral of the story here is when you start getting these circuit boards online, the kind of cheap ones, and you got to do the final quality check on them, especially
something like this board has a risk of fire, shock, and all that stuff. I mean, this is a serious thing with taking in high current at 12 volts and putting out relatively high voltage, at 110 or 220 volts. Okay, that was it. Just kind of a heads up on things you got to look for on these circuit boards when you order them online and they're kind of low budget. Okay, well, I hope you find that useful and interesting in your home electronics work and experimentation.